Through podcast, I'm your host Joel with my co-host Ben. We did 96 last week. Ben picked V-Mart first. I got Jimmy Rollins at second. And from all the reports I heard back on what lineup do you choose, it was split down the middle on our lineups. So we'll see if one of us separates and has a clear winner. But pretty weak hitting class. Only 20 position players in this one, and about 30 pitchers. So we're going to pick 8 pitchers and 10 position players to get our 18-man one-game roster. So first pick for me, I think I'm going to go with Lance Berkman.
Good call.
I'll probably put him at first base. 293 hitter, 366 home runs, almost 1,250 RBIs, 86 stolen bases, over 1,900 hits, 6 All-Star games, and a 52 WAR. Played a long time with the Houston Astros.
He did. I think, was he at TCU now as a coach?
Oh, that's a good. I haven't checked that out. Yeah, I guess I can do a quick Google. It didn't hurt me.
It might not be TCU. It might be somewhere else.
Head coach of the Houston Baptist.
At HBU. That's right, because Adam played against him. I forgot about that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good pick. That's who I would have gone with number 1. I'm gonna hire here.
Michael Kadire. Right field, first base, third base, left field.
Right now, we'll put him in right field.
Okay.
All right.
Right now. But yeah, he's moved.
17.8 WAR, 197 homers, so 1,500 hits, 277 batting average, won a Silver Slugger, won a batting title, 2-time All-Star, great in Minnesota for a while. Had some injuries late that kind of derailed a career. So,
give me. I'm gonna get at least one good outfielder here. Vernon Wells, I'll take here. Center field, 270 hitter, 270 for home runs as well. 958 RBIs, 110 stolen bases, 1,800 hits, 3 All-Star games, 3 Golden Gloves, a Silver Slugger, and a 29 WAR.
okay. Give me Jason Worth.
All right.
Also outfield.
Yep.
29.2 WAR, 229 homers, 267 batting average, 1,465 hits, 1-time All-Star, won a World Series in 08. Had a couple big home run years. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
29 WAR as well. That's good stuff.
Yep.
All right, so your corner outfield looks good so far.
Yep.
I think I'm going to take Michael Young here next. And I got to decide if I want to put him at third or short or second. Probably short. So yeah, 300 career hitter, 185 for home runs, 1,030 RBIs, 90 stolen bases, almost 2,400 career hits, 7 All-Star games, a Gold Glove, a batting title, and a 25 WAR.
Okay. Let's see here. I'll go with David Eckstein. Shortstop and second baseman.
A shortstop.
20.9 WAR, 1,414 hits, only 35 home runs. He had no power. He was 5'6".
He was tiny, yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, played for 10 years. Honestly, didn't even play that long. Great defender. Good hit for average, hit 280. So World Series MVP 1 year. So
yep. Yeah. All right. I will take Troy Glaus on my third baseman. 254 hitter, 320 home runs, 950 RBIs, 56 stolen bases, almost 1,400 hits, 4 All-Star games, 2 Silver Sluggers. He was a World Series MVP, and he had a 38-1 WAR.
Okay. Let me check something here. Take Jerry Harrison Jr.
Right. Yep.
13.2 WAR, hit 70 homers, 257 hitter. Played 16 years. Never struck out, hardly ever. And just overall really solid defender. So I will take him there. Had some bigger stolen base years too, so he had some speed.
I feel like that was officially, I think, my last position player that I really was trying to target.
Was fine with, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not super mad about this one. I'll take him here as my second baseman. I'll take Sean Figgins. 276 career hitter, 35 home runs. So also no power like David Eckstein. 403 RBIs, but over 340 stolen bases, 1,300 hits. He had an all-star game and a 22 WAR.
Okay. Let's look that up real quick. Just curious.
You can definitely see the strategy we're taking. Despite some good pitching arms in this class, we got to get our position players while they're hot.
Yeah. I'm going to take Carlos Zambrano here, though.
All right. Yeah, he can hit for you, too.
He can hit, too. He had 3 silver sluggers. About a 44 WAR, 132 and 91, a 3.66 ERA. He was a 3-time All-Star. All the All-Star games were with the Cubs. Really solid guy for a while. Really nemesis of water coolers. He liked destroying those.
He was a fiery guy for sure.
He was.
All right, then I guess I'll take my ace here. It's between my favorite pitcher is between Zambrano and Tim Hudson, so I'm going to take Tim Hudson here. 479 games started, 222 wins, a 3.49 ERA, almost 2,100 strikeouts, 4 All-Star games, and a 58 WAR.
Yeah. Oh man, this is.
You're starting to see the decline in talent here.
There's a decline here. Look that up real quick. Sucked. All right. I'll take I'll just take Alex Cintrone. He'd be my hitting coach, seeing as he's the Astros now. Wasn't great, negative WAR, but played a long time. He's got defensive, or he played for 9 years. He's got defensive flexibility there. He can play all around the infield, so I'll take him mostly because of that.
Yeah. I will take a DH here. I'll make that Jack Cust. 242. Yeah, 105 home runs, and didn't play a whole lot when he got to the bigs. Only 510 hits, 323, 6 stolen bases. Just a big burly dude, 9.5 WAR. But I wanted a good DH, and I feel like he's one of those guys that he could play outfield, but he was terrible at it. So he's DH.
All right, I'm gonna take Rick Ankiel here. He might be in the bullpen too.
I was gonna say you're gonna put him as a bullpen guy here.
Hit 240, 9.1 WAR, 76 home runs. Decent hitter overall. But then he was a pitcher before that and got the yips and struggled there. So obviously he had to move to the outfield, which is kind of a comeback story, which is kind of cool. And then in his pitching career, I'll look up his pitching splits. I'm trying to find it.
I think I had some of those numbers off the top too. He had 51 games, 41 started, 13 and 10.
Yep.
3.90 ERA. So it's actually not that bad.
He had good stuff. He just got the yips in the playoffs and couldn't find it ever again. So right now we'll slide him into the outfield, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm starting to think just on some of the position players available that are decent. I'm gonna have to like put some of these like guys that right? Like Lance Berkman. I might have to put him in the outfield just with some of the position players left. Same with Sean Figgins, moving from second base. I might have to put him in the outfield. He played some outfield too, but I'm looking at some guys available, and it looks like most of them are infielders here. And so I think my next guy is going to be Orlando Hudson, who's a second baseman. 273 hitter, 93 home runs, 542 RBIs, 85 stolen bases, over 1,300 hits, 2 All-Star games, 4 Gold Gloves, so he was good at that position, and a 31 WAR.
Yep. Played a long time. Okay. I'll take Adam Kennedy here.
Yep, that was my other guy I was looking at.
Yep, 20.9 WAR, 80 homers, 272 batting average, 1,488 hits. Won the World Series in 2002. He was the ALCS MVP that same year. Had a handful of years over 20 stolen bases too. Didn't strike out a lot, so overall really good player. Can play all around the infield. Just didn't really ever play shortstop, but he played all the other positions in the infield. So
that's a good one. Oh boy. Ooh. I mean, yeah, we're looking at like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more position players left here. So with that being said, I think that means Jack Cust does have to play corner outfield for me. Because I see some infielders here. Well, I guess I could put Dwayne Wise back there, but I don't want him to really start. And Ross Glode had a negative WAR. So give me. I'll take Mike Lamb. And he'll have to be my DH. 276 hitter, 69 home runs, 350 RBIs, 750 hits, and a 4 WAR.
all right. What else we got?
And I think the only position player like Ross Glode, Angel Baroa,
Ross Glode. I saw him home run one time for the Phillies.
Oh yeah.
In the same game, Roy Halladay hit a double and a home run as well.
So besides the catchers, I think it's down to pretty much Dwayne Wise, Glode, and Baroa.
I'll take Dwayne Wise. Why not?
DH or reserve hitter? Well, I guess you can mess it. You can move Ankiel to DH.
I mean, I might end up doing that. Wise is a great defender.
Yeah, I might. He should be in the outfield. That's kind of
what I was thinking. He did end up positive in the old WAR department, but he only hit 228 in his career. Just mostly a backup outfielder that he platoon. He's got some speed. He did steal some bases here and there, but overall was not that great. Not a great.
So my reserve player here. Yuck. Dude, give me the rookie of the year, Angel Baroa. 258 hitter, 46 home runs, 254 RBIs, 50 stolen bases, almost 666 hits. One shy. And like I said, rookie of the year, and only a 1 WAR. So he came out of the gate storming, guns blazing, but nothing after that.
Yep. Yeah, he wasn't great after that. All right, I gotta find a closer here, I think. Couple options. I'll take Valverde, I guess.
That's a good one.
11.5 WAR, 27 and 33, 3.27 ERA, 288 saves though. 3 years where he led the league in saves. He was over 40 all 3 of those years, and 49 in 2011. never a starter, pretty much always a closer, or at least in the bullpen. So
I'd say, yeah, the closer was going to be my next pick. So Valverde or Fernando Rodney. I mean, both those guys gave me diabetes as Tigers closers. So Papa Grande are the one of like two players ever that had a sideways cap. Fernando Rodney, over 950 games played and pitched in. 48 and 71. So a pretty extensive losing record, but 327 saves, which that is about 45 more than Papa Grande. And then you got a 3.8 ERA, 945 Ks, 3 All-Star games, which is the same as Papa Grande, but Papa Grande played less. Papa Grande was more reliable. I'll give him that. And a 7.5 WAR for Fernando Rodney. So yeah, I mean, if I had to choose one, obviously, Rodney's numbers are inflated because he played till he was 45. But yeah, Grande, they both were just kind of like, let's let two guys on base and then close the game out type of dudes.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Give me Orlando Hernandez.
Ooh, that's a good one. I wish he would have played longer.
El Duque. Well, he didn't pitch until he was 32. So.
Oh yeah, he was from. Yeah,
he might have been older than that too.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that's true. I saw his date of birth. I was like, why are you in this class, dude?
He's old. He's old. Yeah. From Cuba.
Yep.
He's literally he was born a year before after my dad, or before my dad. So.
Which is crazy because usually the Cuban players like they defect after like at 16 sometimes.
Right. Yep. Not for him. 90 and 65 in 9 years. So he had good 9 years. 23.1 WAR, 4-time World Series champ, ALCS MVP 1 year. Yeah, just pretty solid overall. I mean, the 4.13 ERA is a little high, but he had just had a couple of tough years late. Mostly a starter, but he did come out of the bullpen a little bit here and there. So we will take El Duque there.
It's a good one. Yep. The bullpen again here and take Scott Shields, very reliable bullpen arm, nearly 500 games. He did start 15, mostly as a spot starter, 46 and 44, 21 saves, a 3.18 ERA, over 630 strikeouts, and over a 12 WAR.
All right. I'll take Scott Linebrink.
Was he a side armor? I'm trying to remember.
No, he was right over the top. Pretty hard though. 3.51 ERA, 9.3 WAR, 42 and 31. Always a reliever. Was a guy who come in need innings. Played for a handful of teams. I don't remember him with the White Sox late in his career, but he was good with them. So we'll take Scott Linebrink there in the bullpen.
Attaboy. All right, another bullpen arm that I like the numbers on, Mike Gonzalez. Over 500 games pitched, 1724, 56 saves, a 3.14 ERA, over 500 strikeouts, and almost an 8 WAR.
Okay. Take Jason Grilli.
Yeah, that was my next bullpen guy. Yep.
4.6 WAR, 4.22 ERA. Played 15 years though, pitched until he was 40. Had one All-Star season too when he was 36 with the Pirates. Games pitched, 595 games pitched. He was very reliable, could eat some innings, always out of the pen. So and some good stuff as well.
Yeah. I'm liking some of the bullpen arms here. I'm going to keep that going. Scott Williamson here. 345 games pitched, 10 started, 28 and 28, 55 saves, a 3.36 ERA, over 500 strikeouts. He was the rookie of the year, and he had an All-Star game.
Okay. All right, I'm going to take Randy Wolf because I need a lefty. 22.8 WAR, 133 and 125, 4.224 ERA. Another guy who pitched a while, 16 years. He did finish up with Detroit, didn't he? Yeah, that's interesting. One-time All-Star in 2003. Just a guy who go out there, eat innings. He had quite a few seasons where he was well over 200 innings. So, just a really soft tossing lefty for the most part, and was almost exclusively a starter. He did have a couple relief appearances here or there, but solid.
It's a good pick. All right, I'm going to take my last bullpen arm here, I think, and go with Shigetoshi Hashigawa. 517 games, 8 of them started, 45 and 43, a 3.7 ERA, 33 saves, an all-star game, and over an 11.5 WAR.
Okay.
There's some really good bullpen arms still out there. It's like I could probably just go Tim Hudson 6, and then everyone else each does like a 3 pitches to 3 batters, finishes an inning, and get another one.
Yeah. All right, I'll go with Ronnie Paulino as my catcher. Only played 8 years. 33 home runs, 5.3 WAR, over 500 hits, hit 272 though. Was decent hitter, especially early in his career. So,
yeah, I felt like Paulino was probably slightly better, but like to me it was close enough. It was like I can
pretty
milk
much
this,
the same guy. It didn't even matter. That's why.
Yeah, just as Toby Hall. So I with your Ronnie Paulino, I'll give you my Toby Hall. They've had almost identical numbers if you look at it. I mean, 262 hitter for Hall, 46 home runs, so a little bit more in the power, but he was also way fatter. 270 RBIs, 616 for hits, and just shy of a 5 WAR. But I mean, almost numbers side by side identical. Paulino had a .010 batting average higher, but the power goes to Hall. So it's like, it's so close though. Who cares?
Yeah. Yep, that was interesting. All right, do I need another bullpen guy, right?
So 2 more pitchers and still a reserve hitter. So you still need that last position player, but you can make that last considering he's the last position player. So
yeah, who's left?
That would be Ross Gload would probably be your last guy.
Ross Gload. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know. Let's look at him real quick. I'll take Ricardo Rincon.
Yeah.
Another lefty.
It's a good pitcher too.
Yeah, 3.59 ERA, 21 and 24. Billy Bean really wanted him, so I want him.
Yeah. Well, that was the guy that I was looking at right in the eyes when I said to you after I drafted my last bullpen guy, I'm like, there's still some good bullpen dudes left in here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that was Ricardo Rincon was the guy I went back and forth on, do I grab him or not?
Yep.
All right, so I still have to grab 2 starters. So I'm gonna grab John Garland as one of them. You've taken some Tigers pitchers, so I'll take a White Sox pitcher.
Yeah, the 1 year where he won like 20 games, 19
Yeah, he did really well with the White Sox. Yeah, 342 started, 136 wins, even had a save in his career, 4.37 ERA, almost 1,200 strikeouts, an all-star game, and a 22.5 WAR.
Yeah. Look at him real quick. Oh, man, he did have one crazy good year though. I'll go with JC Romero. That's my last.
That's a good pitcher. Yep.
Yep, another lefty, but 7.8 WAR, 34 and 28, 4.16 ERA, pitched for 14 seasons. Another guy you can just give the ball to, and he's going to go out there and get outs. So,
yeah. My last pitcher will be a lefty for me. I'm pretty righty heavy here, so I'm going to take Jeremy Affeldt. 774 games pitched, 42 of them started, 43 and 46 with 28 saves, a 3.97 ERA, 720 strikeouts, and a 10 WAR. So, and then you get Ross Gload just as posterity there, but
yeah, I would take Ross.
Gload. Yep.
Yeah, he's not good.
I mean, we were
Oh,
scraping the
wow.
bottom of the barrel for hitters for a while there.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough.
I literally went through almost that whole draft and every round just be like, give me a name that I recognize, name that I recognize.
Right.
And I couldn't find a good enough website. I had to basically look at all the rosters in like the early 2000s and the late 90s and to find like international players because there's not a good resource for websites that shows all the international players ever signed.
Right. Yeah. I feel like there should be a database out there for that.
No, like I'll let me do it. I'll look up every player and then put it in a database. But
Right.
because I know how tedious it was for me to just to find all of these international players every year too. I mean, this one. What's that?
Pay you if they're gonna do that, right?
Yeah, they should. I mean, all the extra work that I do, I'm already getting paid. But like the international guys this year were Rodney, Valverde, Rincon, Zambrano, El Duque, Arrojo, Broa, Hasegawa, and Paulino. Those are all the international guys that I found from this class. Yep. So yeah, next week will be 98, and then you'll get a lot of international players in that one that you'll know, including an active player. The longest active player, Nelson Cruz, is in the next class. And
nice.
he is the first active player that we're going to run into.
Nice.
Doing this. So
and most
1998
are doing I've been out of baseball for a while now.
Yeah, I mean 98 is Cruz, and then 99 like you get Miggy and Reyes and Pujols, and who was another one that was like Oliver Perez. He's still active, but like all these guys are like late 30s, early 40s now, in the 90s. So and the only reason they're in is because they're international. Other than Pujols was actually drafted in '99. So yeah, all right, I'll get those lineups